in London specifically?
I don't know. As we're going to be jumping in on the second matchup here, remember, Knowme just won the first matchup. It is going to be best out of 3. If Knowme can end up clutching up this win, this matchup, he would become the champion of the Solo Master Tournament. But Nolbu, it's not going to go down easy.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy one. Nolbu already down to half HP. Has to wait for the regen to kick in. Free fire around the left side of that concrete wall.
Nolbu's slowing it down a little bit there, too. He's not fully going in crazy. There you go. First shots. Knowme knowing that he was going to go for the jump shot. Knowme waiting to see if Nolbu's just going to go for the full peak. Nolbu, though, with just 1 HP left, being able to draw the first blood.
You don't want to get too comfortable, though. We saw earlier that a huge lead might not be enough to deter Knowme from giving up in this game. And currently, as he has the 1-point advantage in the BO3 overall, he can afford to lose this one, but you know that Knowme wants to wrap it up ASAP. He wants to wrap it up a clean 2-0 versus Nolbu, his opponent. Here you go. Knowme trying to get himself a little bit more information with that crate, able to see exactly where Nolbu is going to be running towards. Hits the footsteps especially. And he's just trying to run around the rosy, buy some time, go for the reload, and just wait for that prime opportunity to go for a pre-fire and get the perfect angle. Well, behind him, though, doesn't see it. Here you go. He's going to get wrapped around by Nolbu.
Oh, great shots there by Nolbu. Great shots there by Knowme. It is going to come down to this fight. I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to be able to adjust. Knowme very low on HP. Nolbu's going to be able to realize. Great jump shot once again there by Knowme. That is not the first time that we have seen it. We were able to see it in the first matchup. Knowme does it once again. And the best part out of that is that he's going to be able to get some more damage into none other than Nolbu. His vest and also his helmet currently almost intact.
It will be really funny to see in the games tomorrow, see Knowme and Nolbu just meet up in game like, it's you! It's you again!
A 1v1 tomorrow, a rematch.
It's like, let's drop Pachinki on 1v1 in the game at the start of the match. But yeah, Knowme here, 1 point behind. As we know, that gap can be closed very, very quickly. He's going to try and just wrap around onto the right side. Nolbu's going to wait for the regen to kick in once more. Good pre-fire into Knowme. And maybe this is going to be the opportunity for Nolbu to push up. He is going to be pushing up on the other side of the concrete wall and goes actually up there. Tries to get the high ground advantage, and he's just running around, dodging all the bullets. He's out of bullets right now. Goes for the reverse spray, but does not get the knock, unfortunately. What the hell was that about?
I don't know. I think he just wanted to zigzag around, trying to see if he could probably end up getting him a headshot, and it didn't end up happening. And Knowme, it's not looking good right now. We've seen a big deficit in the first match, but right now, Nolbu with the 3-point lead is going to be scary.
Yeah, we saw a 5-6 point deficit just get completely destroyed by Knowme in that first game. So you know you've got to trust the process until the very last few seconds. 15 seconds, that was enough for him to wrap up that game and get the first point of the BO3.
Nolbu definitely playing out. Nolbu has definitely changed his approach to this 1v1. He's having to slow it down a lot more. He's not just fully going aggressive like a bull, seeing red. Now, Knowme's going to be able to get that angle. Oh, almost get some shots there, but it just comes down to the absolute pre-fire that Nolbu's able to pull up. It's not just going to be the shots. He jumps up on top of the crate. On top of that, he could end up getting the clean vest. He doesn't even want to go for it. He just wants to push the action. This is the Nolbu that I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, I like the play from Nolbu there. Got a lot of damage onto Knowme, saw he was low, and actually allows himself to commit and jump over the crate, and because of that, he's able to get the last 2 bullets to confirm that elimination. Don't give him that time to just run around the area, get that regen to full HP, and then go for the reverse spray. That is something that could really cause your demise in the long run. 5-3 currently. We are hitting the 6-minute mark just about, and we are going to get slowly and surely to the halfway point of this second game for the TDM Solo Masters Tournament Finals.
And for Knowme, I know you were able to put up a good performance earlier. I know you were able to close that gap, even though Nolbu had a big lead. You don't want to give him that big lead again. There you go. Switch around. Quick 180. He's going to continue to pursue him. Is he going to get him with the jump shot? He is going to be able to get him with the jump shot right there. Knowme closing down that lead to just 1 point with 5 minutes to go. This is exactly what you want to see for Knowme.
That is exactly what we want to see, though. Nolbu on top of the roof there, next to a spawn location, going to try and just parkour his way, able to jump up so cleanly, so smoothly over on top of that crate. But unfortunately, it doesn't end well, as Knowme is able to pick himself that elimination. 5-5, that gap that we saw created very early on here. 7 again crumbles down to pieces. in the eyes of Knowme, and he gets another one. And now the lead for the very first time here is going to be going his way in this second match.
And Knowme deciding to not back off. He's going to keep that pressure that Nolbu has been able to give him over and over again. He wants to be the first one to strike, create some damage, and there you go. That lead that Nolbu had earlier has completely changed, as now it's none other than Knowme with a 2-point lead and 5 minutes to go.
Oh, the script has been flipped, and Knowme, again, just trying to hold on strong to that lead. Can he get a third one? Yes, he can. 3-point lead has been created for the Team Spirit player. Knowme looking so damn strong. And again, might be also competing for an MVP title in PMGC Grand Finals as a whole. If he can also get himself the title here, that will be massive. But here we go, Nolbu able to reduce that lead to just a mere 2 points.
Nolbu finally being able to just break that elimination streak that Knowme was on. Knowme trying to see if he can find. We've seen this engagement over and over again. It's usually the other way around. It's usually Nolbu on the high ground trying to see if he can get some headshots. Nolbu's going to be able to strike first. Great jiggle peek right there from Nolbu. He's just one of the best ones in this game at it.
Yeah, I think that here we're seeing Nolbu taking out a strat out of the book of Wagner we were seeing earlier to deal with Vex. He know the perfect angle to make sure that slope, that ridge is not going to be fully used by his opponent. So Knowme, big jump shot, but unfortunately the high ground advantage is going to be a bit too strong over for Nolbu. We are now past the halfway point at the 4-minute mark, and it's 8-8, an absolute perfect tie here, 7, between these two players. And again, this could be the last game where we might just go to a game 3 to see who's going to be taking home the crown.
That lead that Knowme was able to create early is absolutely gone, as Nolbu was able to now take the lead. 9 versus 8. Who is going to end up taking this championship? Just to recap, everybody currently watching at home, Knowme was able to win the first game. If Knowme wins this one, he would become the champion. But Nolbu is saying, no. I want to take it to the final game. I want to go to the actual best of 3. You're not winning that easily.
Just like Captain America, he could do this all day, 7, and he's going to be trying his best to make so. He goes to a match number 3. But Knowme behind that wall, going to have to go for the reload here, pushing on over to the side of this crate. And does have a little bit of an opportunity to hide his 3D model, but Nolbu here with a high ground advantage, able to give himself so much free information. He could also get free access to a headshot, and he does not hit it, unfortunately for him. Knowme again claiming a point, and the lead is going back and forth. 1 point is Nolbu, 1 point is over to the side of Knowme, then Nolbu, and now Knowme trying his best to make that turn into a tie once more.
3 minutes left in this matchup. Can Knowme clutch it up again? He has had the lead, as Max was mentioning. There you go. He's able to tie it up at 10 apiece. He needs to be careful because his vest is currently shot. There you go. Now, that's a great, wonderful reason. We've seen what Knowme has been able to do. I think this could be massive for Knowme. If Knowme is able to get this elimination, it put him closer to becoming the champion of this Solo Master tournament. But it's going to be hard because Nolbu wants to be the champion as well. Waiting for the right time. Ooh, trying to go for that lay down.
Nice one.
Knowme,
he creates the lead once again. What a play coming out from this guy. Team Spirit is going to be proud about their top fragger here, currently looking for another spray. Going to be put extremely low. No way he can win it. No way. Oh, he does get confirmed and taken down. The shutdown is huge for Nolbu. Back to an 11-point lead. 2 minutes left right now, 7, before we know if we're going to be having our champion here, Knowme, or if we're going to be taking it to a match 3 for these finals of the Solo Master Tournament. As Knowme now going to be looking to wrap around the right side and going to be giving the slope once again to Nolbu that we know can use to its full potential.
And what's interesting too is that Knowme is not scared of just giving his back to Nolbu and letting him be inside his spawn. He wants to feel comfortable, and he's comfortable with being able to switch the angles, but he needs to be careful because right now Nolbu was able to play that out so perfectly, taking a 1-point lead. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go. Nolbu, no helmet. His vest is currently cracked. He needs to be careful because Knowme wants to tie it up.
Yeah, able to at least regen to full HP. That's going to be making a difference. Is he trying to just wait for the push here? He knows he has the lead. Knowme might be the one going for the push, but Nolbu is the one initiating the fight. Creates a 2-point lead right now with 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. We need to see Knowme go hyper aggressive if we want to make it go his way and confirm the entire win. But no, I think that because of the pressure here, he just keeps on committing, keeps on pushing, and Nolbu is fully abusing that to his advantage.
And I know that Knowme earlier was able to close that gap, but right now with a 4-point lead for Nolbu, I think with just 50 seconds left is going to be too much. Nolbu trying to take this lead. Nolbu trying to tie it up at 1 apiece and securing another elimination, and it's fair to call it. It is going to be a 1-1 so far. Nolbu, being able to take the second matchup, Knowme being able to take the first matchup is going to come down to the final match, Max.
You know what? The pressure's been so damn high between these two players in the matchups of these finals of the Solo Master Tournament. I am gladly going to be going to a match number 3 for these grand finals. And really, with how it went in these two matches, I think it is really, really hard to pick who's going to be taking the win here. But as we go here, 10 seconds to go, 16-13, a statement being made on the other side.
We joke about our predictions. We joke about sometimes of who's going to be able to win here. Honestly, if you were to ask me to predict who is going to end up winning on that final matchup, I don't know. We saw a great performance out of Knowme in the first match. We saw an amazing performance here out of Nolbu in the second match. And ladies and gentlemen, we mentioned it. It is going to end up coming down to that last match. Who is it going to be? The aggressiveness of Nolbu or just the angles that Knowme has been trying to get, Jason?
But I don't think it's as impactful when these two players are as good as they actually are, as we witnessed in the first two matches.
Am I crazy, or did I just notice Nolbu maybe getting some coaching